Okay, so right away, we're doing cleaning of the pond of the fish tanks, as you can see. So what we usually do is that before we wash the tanks, we have to ensure we remove the fish from the tanks, especially at this stage. They are not that big. All right, so hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I don't know if you can hear me clearly. Yeah, I'm trying to say something. Let it not be that I'm talking and then you guys are not getting me. Please, let's get feedback. Are you hearing me clearly before I continue with what I was saying? You can like the video. Are you hearing me clearly? I would like to get feedback. All right, so as I was trying to, okay, thank you very much for the feedback, Nelson Bayole. Thank you, Mayo. Okay, thank you, Tamara. Thank you very much for the feedback. All right, so as I was trying to say, if you look at the tanks, the body of the tank is a little bit greenish. All right, algae have grown on it. You know, a lot of you guys say, oh, algae is good for fish. Yeah, we're not doubting that, we're not disputing that, but I tell you, once you leave your tank to be this green, all right, it is not good for your fish at all. All right, if you touch the body of this tank, it is a little bit slimy. The bottom is slimy. And then if you need your fish to grow very well, you need to wash them out constantly. All right. This usually happens for people that their tanks is in the open. When I say in the open, when your tank is directly under the sun without any shade, you find something like this in your fish tank. But for those of you that have indoor farm, the advantage is that you can never find anything like this. All right. So it's a fish farm diary. All right. So I'm going to show you what, after now, okay, I think the fish has been completely removed from the tanks. Please come and take this. Come and take this. No, don't worry. So the fish has been completely removed. We have few fish in here in each of the tanks. Let me walk you around a little. Udo, come. So we have few fish in each of this tank. All right, so, oh my God. Please get water inside immediately. Oh, I've forgotten that the power has gone. Get water inside it immediately. Bring the rubber immediately. Fast, be fast. And then turn on the generator. Hey, what's inside? Top dog. Be fast. All right, so this is how we clean our tanks. Power have just gone. We are not supposed to allow the fish to be inside that way. Be fast, and then turn on. Don't worry. No, Didong, koi mong isami dong immediately. Koi de dara. Koi mi. Dara top dog. So koi mong ko dong. So we want to rush and turn on the generator immediately. Then so turn on the gen immediately, fast. Hey, get all those things into ordinary this thing. Stop it then. Sin, mom. All right, sorry, we are a little bit out of power, so we are trying to see how we can quickly, do what we are supposed to do. Power is everything, electricity is everything, so you need it in your facility, be it solar, be it the normal, anything you need power. All right, so we are out of power right here. Okay, I took the stabilizer. All right, be fast. Take cover it. So we're trying to cover it so that they don't jump out. Okay, so this is how we wash the tanks, all right, to remove the algae. It's falling. All right, so as I was trying to say, this is how we wash the tanks to remove the algae. I think it's going to be a little bit noisy, yeah, because we're about turning on the generator. I believe you can hear the sound. So to wash your tanks, you need a brush. You need either anything to use it and wash, something clean, but ensure it is always sterilized before use. Turn on the fuel. I made sure on the petrol. Make sure. Okay, so as I was trying to say, don't worry, it's a farm diary. At the same time, I'm trying to communicate. Okay, so as I was trying to say, you need to sterilize anything that you are going to use to wash your tanks. And then washing of your tanks is quite necessary. It's quite necessary. If you want your fish to grow faster, then you need to be doing this once in a while. Okay, so the water is shooting already. So you need to be washing your tanks once in a while. A lot of people, I was somewhere in a fish shop where they sell feed. Was it last week in Port Harcourt? And then someone came to the shop, and then he was asking one of the worker right there. He was asking the person, "Oh, my fish, they are not growing. What do I need for my fish to grow? What do I need for my fish to grow?" I was just listening. Please, I think the person was requesting for booster in order for him to add to his fish or to the water for the fish to grow. I think the person that replied him right there, I think he did not have solution for him. He did not have solution for him. But in case you are in that shoe, your fish are not growing, it's either you've gotten a bad seed. All right, I'm beginning to shout right now because I feel you guys are not hearing me. So I'm beginning to shout. I don't know if you can hear me, even as I'm shouting. So if you don't have good seed, your fish will not grow the way they ought to grow. And also, if you are not ensuring proper hygiene for the fish will not also grow how they are supposed to grow. If your tanks are always very dirty, greenish as what you are seeing here, until you make your harvest, your fish are not going to grow as fast as how they are supposed to grow. If you are not feeding your fish with the type of feed you are supposed to feed your fish are not going to grow. If you are the type that buy apple, if you are the type that buy cassava flour, otherwise, or fufu, cutting them for your fish because cost of feed is high in the market, your fish are not going to grow. If you are the type that give your fish only bread because bread is cheaper than feed, your fish are not going to grow. If you are the type that feed your fish with rice, because rice is cheaper than fish feed, your fish is not going to grow. If you are the type that constantly give your fish, okay, I'm going to answer this question. So does this apply to plastic tanks? Yes. If your plastic tank is in the open, if your plastic tank is under the sun, yes, you are going to find something like this in the tank. And then you need to do the same thing that we are doing here. You need to be washing your tank. You that just asked the question, have you liked the video? Like the video and share if you are just joining. Like the video and share. Regardless of the fact that you used to sell fish, you don't need to be selfish. So you need to share this video now. You need to like the video. Can I see people that sell fish but are not selfish watching this video right away? Click on the like button. All right, someone is asking what happened in the deep pond. What happened in the deep pond? Are you talking about the earthen pond? Yes. For those of you that have earthen pond, or for those of you that have maybe a tarpaulin tank, but it's been under the earth, you still need to wash your tanks. Once in a while, you need to wash your tank. Your tank needs to be clean. Even for, if you notice, for those of you that have earthen pond, for you to restock, you need to clean up, all right? But if you want your fish to grow faster, you need constant cleanup. That is why you need to have workers in your farm. That's why most of the times when people call me from US, from UK, from Canada, from Italy, from different places, and they say, oh, I have an old man in the village. I want to open a fish farm for him to keep him busy so that he can be doing. No, I said, no. You can't do this. You can't do this to your old man. You can't do this to your old mama. You can't do this to someone that is not that strong. If you are opening a fish farm for your old mama, for your old papa, you need to keep supporting him by also giving him someone that is going to work for him. You don't suffer that old man. You don't suffer that old woman. Because at the end of the day, you are also going to blame him that the fish are dying, that the fish are not growing. All right? So, when you open a farm for your papa, for your mama, for those of you that open farm for your elderly ones back at home, you need to give him people that are going to be working right there in the farm. All right? So as you can see, the tank is becoming clean. For those of you that watch this video from the beginning, you may have noticed that it was not the way it is right now. This side of the tank has been cleaned. All right? And right inside here, we have some fishes. We have fish inside. We have fish in here. All right, so immediately after we are done washing this tank, we are going to turn them back into the tank. The reason I thought that someone would ask me, why did we have to pack out the fish first? Is that a question? Should I answer that? I'm the one that asked that question. Should I answer it myself? I think that someone will ask me, why did you have to pack out the fish first before washing the tank? I know a lot of you guys are just joining. I'm sure you didn't see when we pack out the fish from this tank. And then a lot of you may have not noticed that we have fish in here. Should I answer that as a question? Why we have to pack the fish out of the tank before washing the tank? It seems to be you guys are not hearing me anymore. There's no reply. There's no feedback. It seems to be you guys are not hearing me anymore. Okay, Omo Gene Abraham said that he can hear me. All right, say I should answer. All right, thank you very much. Someone said I don't need to answer the question. Yeah, maybe you know. I'm sure you got the right answer why we have to do that. But for those people that don't know, we are going to answer the question. All right, the reason we have to pack the fish out before washing this tank is because you can see how the water is right now. It is very, very thick, dirty thick. All right. If you don't pack out the fish and then you leave your fish inside this water as you are washing your tank, I tell you, immediately your fish are going to contact. Immediately your fish are going to contact, and they are going to contact. You are going to begin to battle on how they are going to survive. They are going to be infected if you don't do this, if you allow them to remain inside this water while washing. So we have to pack them out first, because regardless of the fact that yes, fish, catfish, mudfish, they stay in the dirty water, for a farm fish, you don't need to risk it. Even the fact that they live inside the dirty water, the water is not as bad as what it is right now. All right? So that's why we need to pack them out so that they don't get infected during the process. So once we are done washing this tank, all right, we are going to flush out this dirty water that is in here. All right, we are going to flush it out, and then we pump in new water. And I'm sure that a lot of you guys may be having some challenges, especially during this period. During this period that a lot of you call, maybe for those of you that are from Nigeria, a lot of you guys may be having some challenges, all right, running a fish farm. Because for you to run a fish farm, you need power. Either the solar power, electrical power, you just need power to run a successful fish farm, because you need huge volume of water, as you are seeing here. You need huge volume of water to run a fish farm. Someone called me the other day, all right, and said that he wants to set up a fish farm, but that where he has a fish farm, that they don't drill borehole in that area, that there is no borehole, that even when NDDC attempted drilling a borehole in that area, that they did not succeed, that they did not get water underground, but that the people that are living around there, that they have wells, that they survive, or they use well water to run whatever they are doing right there. And I told the person, if anybody should tell you that you should use a well water to run a fish farm, that you end up regretting ever starting that fish farm. All right? When I say well water, like places like some places in the north, and maybe some region in the southeast, and even in the south, when they drill borehole, they don't get water underground. All right? And then these people that don't see water underground via borehole, they get water via well. I can tell you, with having some experience, that the water that leach into a well takes a lot of time. For you to even have 1,000 liter, you need maybe up to 24 hours to have 1,000 liter in a well. When I'm talking about well, I'm not talking about the type of well you have in a swampy area. Swampy area, when you dig a well, certainly you're already digging a well in a water table. So certainly that will not be a problem. So this, for people that are living in a low region, this what I'm saying right now is not for you. I'm saying this for people that have that the water table is far down the earth. All right? So you need huge volume of water. If you know that you cannot have up to 5,000 liters of water in 30 minutes or in an hour through a well or a borehole, you don't even need to start a small fish farm. I'm talking about a smaller fish farm, not even talking about a big fish farm this time around. All right, so the cleaning of the tank is nearly completed. All right, and then we are going to discharge the water any moment from now. And then you are going to see the fish that we have to trap inside that tank. The number of fish we have trapped there, all right, is almost similar to what we have here. So let me walk you around. So these other tanks have been cleaned already. As you can see, these other tanks, they have been cleaned already. These tanks have been cleaned already. You can see. Okay, someone actually dropped a question mark. Please, in case I skip your question, can you please send back, or can you please drop the question once again so I can reply you. Thank you. Someone said, I want to see your drainage system in the pond. All right. Let me go closer again. Okay, so right here we have a screen. Please, let me have the screen. Let me have the screen. Yes. So right here we have a screen. This is a screen. All right. Okay, so this is a screen. I'm going to answer your question. I've just gotten your question. This is a screen. And here is where we have, this is the discharge point. This is where the water do discharge from. As you can see, the water is, the wastewater or the dirty water is going out already. You can see this. So before we turn the fish in again, we are going to place this screen right here in the elbow, in the socket, into its socket. All right. And when we place this in, it will stop the fish. It will not allow the fish to escape, because the holes that we have on the screen cannot and can never allow the fish to escape. All right. You can increase the size of the hole in the screen depending on the size of your fish. But for us, we decided to make it this way. It's not a problem for us, yeah, because we have a very fast discharge system. So, as you can see, we are introducing a fresh water. We are introducing fresh water into the tank so that we can then turn the fish inside it. So immediately after this, we are going to step into to do the same thing for the next tank. Okay, someone is asking, can 12 by 24 pond, I guess you are talking about feed, takes 1,000 fish? Yes, 12 by 24 feet tank can take more than 1,000 fish. But please, if you know your capacity is for 1,000 fish, don't go beyond 1,000 fish. And then you can also make it as big as that and then still stock 1,000 fish or less. One thing is that the more the space, the faster the growth, the more the oxygen, dissolved oxygen for the fish. All right, so we're gonna turn this off now so that cooking water. God, that one not full. All right. So a lot of you guys are watching me right now, but it seems to be you've not clicked on the like button, the thumbs up button. Click on the thumbs up button. And please, let's know where you are joining us from. Let's know where you are joining us from. Let's know where you are joining us from. Okay. So is it necessary to allow the pond to dry after washing? If you have another tank where you maybe where you can keep your fish, you may allow it to dry. All right. But if you don't have any other tank, you can turn your fish in back immediately. All right. you can turn your fish in back immediately, as far as the fish are not infected, except your tank or maybe your pond, you have maybe they were infected, then you may allow it to sun dry so that those parasites can buy off. All right, so you can see the tank now. You can see how clean it is right away. All right, so we are replacing the screen. And please, you have to ensure it's hard enough so that the fish will not sweep it off. All right. All right, so thank you for joining us from Port Harcourt. All right, so this is the fish. Wow. These are the fish. So they are enjoying fresh water, fresh tank, fresh everything once again. Can you see this? Right now, when you are going to feed them, they are going to rush. They are going to rush the feed. They are going to eat very fine. The conversion is going to be very, very okay. All right? A lot of you guys, you feed your fish, even when the water is still very dirty and smelling. All right? And then you expect your fish to grow. They can never grow. All right? They won't grow. They will just be picking up the fish. They will just be picking up the fish, but it's not making sense. It's not adding anything to their weight, even their size. All right, so we are going to open. We are not going to open this. We are going to wait for power to be restored. Regardless of what you do, you have to ensure you cut cost of production. Cost of production is very, very important. As important as your profit, your return on investment. All right. So this is it for today. This is it for today. But work is still ongoing. The work is still ongoing, but for you, this is for today, this is it. Why the workers will continue doing what they are supposed to do, and also why we're also waiting for power. But before I go, let me show you something. Let me show you something before I go. Let me show you something before I go. What you can also do in your fish farm. Oh my God. So this is the place we just wash. How many of you know what is this? Can someone just guess what this is? Can someone guess what this is? I'm sure I'm discussing with Fish Academy students. So regardless of anything, I will need feedback. At least for me to know that I'm communicating with people. Can someone guess what this is? Thank you very much. Muara, please, where are you joining us from? So this is a cabbage. This cabbage. All right. And right now in our farm, this is our first experiment. This is our first experiment. All right. This is the first experiment. These three happens to be our first experiment in the farm. And then this other one happens to be our second experiment. All right. Thank you very much for joining us from Kenya. Thank you very much for joining us from Kenya and for providing us the actual answer to the question. All right. So this is cabbage. As I was saying, our first experiment, our second experiment, and then after having this in the facility, we now know that yes, we can actually grow cabbage. And then in order for you to make more profit, I tell you, you need something like this in your farm. Not just fish. The wastewater from your tank is as rich as I mean, very, very rich. It's a very, very good organic manure. So if you have a very good organic manure, why should you just discharge it out without sending it to your crop farm? All right? So because we have wastewater, we constantly discharge organic manure out. So I said, okay, fine. This can never happen again. Let's channel this to our cabbage farm. So we are going to have over a 1,000 stand of cabbage in the farm by January. All right, so we've gotten our planting tray. These have not been washed. Once power is restored, we are going to wash all this. So we've gotten our planting tray, all right, in order to nurse our cabbage and then transcend them straight to where we are going to have our 1,000 stand. All right, and for you guys, you know that cabbage is very, very expensive. So please, you can at all time add crops to your farm. So right here, we are going to have aquaponic, we are going to have hydroponic system. So this is why you should keep watching this channel, because a lot of things is going to be unveiled, something that will help you a lot, something that will make you make more profit from more than what you've been making currently. It's something I can assure you. It's Fish Academy. All right. Thank you for watching. Please always like our video and share. We have so many videos on this channel. Please do well to share, watch and share. Watch our previous videos and then learn. Till I come your way again, I remain your humble friend, Kufre Francis, the founder of First Fish Academy. I'm not going to show you my face today. I'll show you my face in the next video. Bye.